Hey guys, this is High Vibe Oracle here with your weekly reading for the new year. Uh, the week of January 1st is a whole new year. Here we are in January. I don't know if you guys have any resolutions or anything like that. I haven't thought of any yet. But then again, I have actually started a lot of things at the end of this year. So I guess my resolution should be to continue. Yeah, like keep on going strong. So let's go ahead and take a look at these. Just so you know, this is a general reading for the month of January. If this resonates, go ahead, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. If this does not resonate for you, remember that this is a general reading. So leave it for somebody who it does resonate with. Let's go ahead and let's just get started. We've got the Moon, the Nine of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. And that's, I kind of like this energy here because the Moon is talking about like kind of trusting yourself and like a dark path that you're not entirely sure about your footing. And this is something that you've been dealing with for quite some time. Nine of Wands is giving me a lot of like exhaustion vibes. Like you're really tired of kind of being blind, being blind through the world. If you hear popping, people are lighting like fireworks outside. So, and what I see here, especially when I look at the Wheel of Fortune, we are seeing finally, right? Like 10 being the end of a cycle, the start of a new one. Wheel of Fortune is spinning. Finally, things are starting to come our way in this new month, in this new year. A lot of very possible, like, hey, things are about to get like really lucky. That's what I'm seeing. First and foremost here, let's pull up another couple cards. Speaking of endings and new beginnings, the World. Okay, more confirmation. And the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So there's definitely a lot of there's a lot that you have learned over this past year. And you're finally starting to see how it all kind of comes together in the end here. So whatever it is that you feel like you've been having a hard time with, it's definitely turning into a better time than before. Of course, there's still a lot of work left to do. Whatever this new lucky break is, I'm getting like a lucky break, whether it's like a promotion. Some people I actually see like lottery, like scratch offs, which I normally don't. Try that again. I normally don't see. I normally don't see things like that. Let's see if we can get some clarification on the Wheel of Fortune here. Let's see. You jumped out just like a swan. I'll just take you. That'll be fine. And then I'll just grab this one right here. So Three of Wands is definitely something. Three and Four of Wands. Okay, so it is a progressive thing. So something that you have actually been working on for quite some time. That's finally coming to fruition. For some of you, I do have relationship vibes in here because Four of Wands, looking at these two girls enjoying their lovey-dovey time. So for some of you, it might be dealing with some new people after a mess. Like, I don't know why it's like, it's gotta be a messy breakup, but it's like after a messy breakup. And just kind of finding someone, not specifically like, oh, hey, now I have somebody that I can date, but just someone I can hang out with. I've got that as well. Let's see what else January has in store for us. Guides, angels, what do we have? for January. Six of Cups. High Priestess. Okay. Yeah, so whatever kind of bad things you were dealing with, it's time to let go of that past here, to allow this new to come towards you here. Nostalgia is great and all, but it's important to not, that's the word I'm looking for. It's important to not throw yourself into it so readily. It's important not to get lost in it as well. Like, it's there for lessons and you're there to learn your lessons, and sometimes it's nice to recall on them, but it's never a good idea to just stay in that energy. Nothing good comes from staying in past energy like that, especially if it's bad. And according to this, it's not exactly the best energy you want to be stuck into. With the High Priestess here, is definitely having a lot more faith in yourself and in your intuition, and just in your discernment. In your discernment, in whatever shape it takes, whether it is a relationship take, whether it is a career take, just being more aware of the things that are for you and the things that are not for you, and knowing how to like push away those things that don't belong to you. I'm trying to see if I got anything else here. Let's just pull in a couple more cards from this deck. Like, I'm just getting a lot of like, oh, finally 2022 is over and we can focus on 2023, and all the good things that are coming up there. Not that I'm huge on numerology or anything like that, but 2023 adds up to number 7, and 7 is a lucky number. Ace of Pentacles in the bottom. Can't say no to that. And also, and also Ace of Cups. Okay. Yeah, like I said, this is something that is, whether it is on a career standpoint or on a love standpoint, it is something that is a new opportunity coming that you have been waiting for some time. And finally, with the new year, with a new shift in energy, with the new, like, out, not only just like on the outside, but with you, finally these things are coming up and you're like, oh wow, things are actually, coming up roses here for me. And I'm able to really, take stock in like, what do I truly want, and make those decisions for myself, which is super, super important. And that's, I'm trying to see if there's anything else that is here for me here. No, that's it. This might be a pretty short read here. Let's pull a couple of oracle cards here. I've got my Sacred Forest oracles. I haven't used these in a while. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. All right, I see y'all. New beginnings. I don't need to explain this, do I? Clearly. I'm also going to use joy and a little bit of this as well. Also, I just want to let you guys know there's success at the bottom after all that as well. There is a lot of this and that going on with the new beginnings, because obviously with shifts comes chaos. Things are going to look messy before they look good. As you can see in the progression here, right? New beginnings, new year, new outlooks for a lot of us here, no matter where in the spectrum that you're leading, whether it is a financial or an emotional or just like your divine purpose, whatever that may be. Of course, when you're doing that, so much chaos. So much stuff going on in the middle, so much that you're not entirely sure which direction to take, which is why your intuition plays such a strong role. But at the end, there is so much joy. There is so much like gratefulness for where we stand at the end of the day. And that's super, super important. And that's something that I want you guys to kind of keep in mind for the rest of this month and into the rest of the year, because there's just so much that happens and that can happen when you're, you know, I keep on thinking about like the kind of person that I was at the beginning of 2002 as opposed to like who I am now, like the growth, like the knowing what I want to do and kind of moving on past that and working toward that. That's the kind of year that I'm seeing for a lot of you guys. I think a lot of you have an idea of what you want to do, and I feel like I've said that in other readings in the past, and it's just about for a lot of you finally making those steps, and embracing embracing the crap show that happens afterwards, because there's a lot going on, obviously. Letting go of things, letting go of people, accepting new people, accepting new things, and then, you know, at the end of the day, this feeling of I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I made that happen. Anything else from here? No. No more from here, but I do have this one here. My You Are Here Oracle deck. Let's grab like 2 from here, and then we'll call it for the week. Just one more here. There we go. We'll just take off a couple, that's fine. Take up space, growth, expansion. Absolutely. Whatever it is that you're trying to do it with like gusto. Like, don't be apologetic for it, because the only person who's responsible for your life is you. So don't be afraid to take those steps, and don't be afraid if people are uncomfortable with the steps you're taking, because people are like that. People are like that. And they're just gonna, I mean, honestly, they're just gonna have to live with it, because you don't have to answer to them for doing what you love and what you know that you're meant to do. And that's something that took me a very long time to learn, and it will take you time to get used to. Some of you won't even care. Some of you will just be like, "Yeah, I don't even care." But it's good to keep in mind. So obviously, keep that in mind. I'm gonna split again and just grab this one. Cosmic. Thank you, fireworks. Thank you. Cosmic Highway. The universe is on your side. Divine guidance, synchronicity, and signs. Like, today has been a huge, like, almost everything that I've seen or heard or witnessed today has been some sort of sign for me about like my own path and my own journey. And I want you guys to kind of keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled, keep your ears peeled. Pay attention to things that really like spark joy within you. Pay attention to those things that have an answer to a question that you have been asking for quite some time, but you weren't entirely sure if it was the right decision or if you are on the right path. Your guides are good like that. They will send you things like on a constant basis until you get it. I will get things like nonstop until I'm like, okay, I got it. Okay, no, I'm good. I promise I'll do it. And then I'll still get things from them. So absolutely, like, take a moment and just ask, you know, your guides, your angels, your ancestors, your gods, like, what am I? Let me know this is a good idea. Let me know this is the right thing. And they will literally like send you messages. You just have to know, you know, where to look and what to listen for. And it will basically come out of the blue. All right, my friends, that is it for this week. If this is resonate, go ahead, give us a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, leave us a comment. Love to hear from you guys. And I will see you all during one of my next readings. Bye bye.